Hello everyone, I'm Shobhit Jayaswal from Global Medical Foundation Delhi, and with me is an representative of International Medical University, which is one of the best medical universities for MBBS in Kyrgyzstan for Indian students. So first of all, I would like to ask him to introduce himself.
Hello, Mr. Jayaswal, and hello everyone. My name is Barsbek Zhumaliev. I'm a head of International Department of International Medical University, and it is my pleasure to be here.
It's my pleasure that you are with us today in India, in Delhi. This is basically watched by students who are thinking about studying abroad or parents who are thinking about sending their children to study MBBS abroad. Okay. So as you are a representative or you are a head of one of the best medical universities in Kyrgyzstan, so this video is going to be particularly focused on MBBS in Kyrgyzstan and MBBS at International Medical University in Kyrgyzstan in Bishkek. So first of all, I would like to ask you to tell us a little bit about Kyrgyzstan as a country.
All right. So Kyrgyzstan, Kyrgyz Republic. We used to be a part of Soviet Union, but currently we are a Kyrgyz Republic. We are located in Central Asia. We have borders with China, with Kazakhstan, with Uzbekistan, Tajikistan. Kyrgyzstan, we have our beautiful lake, Issyk. We call it our pearl of Kyrgyzstan. And of course, we have a lot of mountain.
From what I know, Kyrgyzstan is also called as the Switzerland of Asia, and it's a very, very beautiful country.
Yeah.
And a lot of tourists prefer to go to Kyrgyzstan. And then also, of course, a lot of Indian students. You have told us a little bit about Kyrgyzstan, but let's talk about Bishkek, where the university is located in.
So the capital of Kyrgyzstan is Bishkek. In Bishkek, you can find almost everything. Bishkek is actually really loved by our MBBS students from India, especially. Currently, we have approximately 25,000 of students, and 20,000 of them is studying in Bishkek. We have direct flight with New Delhi. I guess this is one more reason why students are preferring Bishkek.
You have told us a little bit about Kyrgyzstan as a country and Bishkek as a city. Let's talk about the university, because most of the students and parents are watching this video to know about International Medical University.
Sure. So International Medical University has been established in 2016 from our university. In this time has already 4,000 students been graduated worldwide, including Europe, including USA citizens, including, UK citizens. International Medical University is doing its best efforts to give the quality education of medicine.
You mentioned that students from Europe and all over the world have graduated. I also know that Indian students have already graduated after completing their MBBS degree from International Medical University, because a lot of students and parents, they check whether the university they want to go to, does it have Indian graduates. So yes, I think Indian students have already graduated, and you would be able to tell us a little bit more about those students.
Of course, from our university, approximately 1,200 Indian graduates we have. Most part of it has already promoted to work in the government hospitals in India. Some of them are working in hospitals in UK, in USA, in Germany. Well, we're sending the confirmations about their degrees and rest. So I can assure you that our graduates is having preparational course for FMG in site of our university, and I guess due to that they're having quite good results on FMG exams.
Right, that's right. And a lot of students who graduated from International Medical University are currently practicing in India, just like Sir has mentioned. So our viewers now know that it is a university which is having Indian graduates. But let's talk about the students who want to go there. So can you tell us about the campus of International Medical University?
Sure. Our campus is located in Tunguch. It is 15 minutes from the center of Bishkek. We have actually our own educational little city inside of it.
Okay.
There is a building, main building of the IMU, which is approximately for more than 15,000 students actually. We have our own hostels. The hostels is separated for boys and girls.
Okay.
We have our especially Indian mess.
Okay.
And we have, of course, national Kyrgyz mess. Also, we have vivarium. It is a laboratory, animal laboratory, so that students can test some medicines, can gain practice on making injections and rest.
Right.
So they're getting a practice.
Right.
Now also at the same, our little educational city, we have our own International Medical University's clinic.
All right.
Which is having 500 beds, 15 operational rooms, our own ambulance under the clinic of International Medical University. Also, we have established a collaboration with Authorised Medical Academy for FMG next preparational courses. on the
Alright.
basis of IMU Campus. So we are holding huge lecture halls,
Okay.
and we're giving them to Arise Medical Academy so that they can prepare our students for FMG.
All right. So I think that's a very good initiative by International Medical University, because the most important thing for the students is that they get their license to practice in India. And to do so, they have to clear FMG currently, and maybe in the future, they would have to clear next exam.
Sure.
And for this, International Medical University is providing on-campus training to all the students right from the first year. And they are teaching all the subjects on campus, which are being taught by Indian teachers who are traveling specially from India, and all this arrangement has been done by International Medical University and through your efforts. So I think that is a great initiative, and I think that will also enable most of the students who are taking admission or who are looking for admission to International Medical University this year to be successful doctors, to be able to clear the examination in the first attempt itself.
And International Medical University is committed to give a best quality of education
Right.
in medical field. From our side, we'll be doing our best to make sure that students will be prepared, will gain enough knowledge, experience to pass through any tests which are like FMG, next examination, maybe USMLE examination, all of the medical graduates examinations which are held by UK, by Europe. And whenever students is showing their intention to gain the heights
Right.
of the medical fields, of the science fields, we're totally looking for it. We're doing our best to accompany them with their beginnings.
All right. So I think that is an excellent opportunity for Indian students. One more thing that I need to ask about the campus. So when Indian students travel and once they reach the airport in Bishkek, so how much time does it take for the students to get out of the airport and reach the university campus?
All right. Well, it takes approximately from 30 to 40 minutes to leave the airport, to take the luggage, to pass the migration control, and then approximately 30 minutes it takes to reach the university.
Let's roll back a little bit and let's talk about the admission process.
All right.
So any student who wants to take admission in the September 2025 intake, so what would be the admission process for any student who wants to take admission at International Medical University for, let's say, the upcoming 2025 intake?
All right. So first of all, students has to prepare their passport. They have to submit us the +2 documents, which are like 10th and 12th grade documents, also NEET examination. Well, they have to submit us a photo with the white background, and that's it. After this, in case if student is totally eligible, we are sending our admission letter.
All right.
With the QR code. Well, the students and the parents can verify that this student has passed and the admission process is being confirmed by the university.
All right. So this is the first step of getting the admission letter. So once that is done, what would be the next process?
All right. Next process is to apply for visa.
All right.
Kyrgyz Republic is having a e-visa system
Okay.
through our exclusive partner, Dr. Anil,
Right.
to their visa, and he is applying it through our university, of course.
Right.
Students getting their visa not more than 5 days. Mainly, it takes from 2 to 3 days
Okay.
to confirm the visa. But sometimes, again, from case to case, it
Yes,
takes
yes,
5
it
days.
might vary.
I have to also mention one thing, that first of all, the student is applying for 3 months visa. After it, they're submitting application for extension of visa, which is
Okay.
being given for 1 year. We are offering student to come at least 15 days before the educational process, so that they can catch up the documentational process and the accommodation process.
All right.
Thankfully to our chairman, everything is located at the same place and it doesn't really takes a lot of time. Which means that before the beginning of September, usually it is before 2nd or 3rd September, students needs to come to Kyrgyz Republic. In case if it takes a little longer, it is allowed to come within the September time. I mean, within the first month of intake.
So my next question is, can you explain about the LMS system to the parents or to the students?
Sure. So LMS is learning management system, which has been invented by our International Medical University, especially for us. The students and their parents can check the educational process. The attendance is being marked, the marks which are students gaining within a day being set up,
All right.
So, and also the curriculum is over there as well.
Okay.
There is a notification system over there. There is a system to print your own transcript to show it maybe to your parents or to any educational, maybe banks and the rest. LMS is the best gear to control educational process for us,
All right.
and best gear for a student to understand what exactly they have to do in the university.
All right. So I think the benefit of LMS is that students can keep a track of their performance.
Sure.
And not only the students, even the parents can track the attendance, the marks of the students. But of course, for that, the students have to give the credentials to the parents.
Yes, of
And I
course,
think
of course.
that is something a lot of students don't do.
Oh,
But yeah, this is a good opportunity for the parents, because in India, a lot of parents think that their children or their child is going very far away.
Yeah.
So how will they know what his performance or her performance is? But if they have access to the LMS system, they can definitely keep a track of the attendance of the student, and also they can keep a track of the performance of their children at International Medical University. So students will also focus more of their studies, because students are basically afraid of their parents, if of nothing else. So if parents have access to this information, first of all, that there is something called LMS that they have already received from you. So of course they'll be able to control and check what their students or their children are doing. So you have already mentioned things like Indian students or the international students or the local students who are studying at International Medical University. They are eligible to appear for examinations in Europe and all of these other countries. So can you talk a little bit more about the accreditation of the medical degree at International Medical University in Kyrgyzstan?
All right, sure. Actually, our degree is being recognized all over the world. Our students, as I mentioned before, they are already working in the G20 countries and all of the other Gulf countries. So the main point is International Medical University is being recognized by WHO, ECFMG, by Sapatu Bilim. Sapatu Bilim is our Kyrgyz Republic International Accreditation Commission. And also, of course, our university is being recognized by Ministry of Education and Science of Kyrgyz Republic.
What you are trying to say is that the students are eligible to appear for exams such as USMLE, in UK if they want to do their PG, SOAP lab, or in any other country also. So they can practice in other countries, or they can appear for the licensing examination or the examination to study PG in all these countries. So you have already mentioned that Indian students are eligible to appear for various examinations, but let's talk about NMC and India's FMGL regulations.
Sure.
So they are asking for a lot of stuff. For example, the course duration should be 54 months. That is the minimum amount. Then 1 year should be internship.
Sure.
And then there are various other rules and regulations. For example, English medium education is going to be there. So can you tell us a little bit about how the medical program at International Medical University Kyrgyzstan is fulfilling the rules and regulations laid down by NMC and FMGL regulations?
All right. So International Medical University meets all of the standards of NMC. Our main course of education is 4.5 years, which is 54 months, and we're having 1 year of internship for our students. So total duration is 5.5 years, including internship. Medium of instruction is, of course, English language for our international students. Kyrgyz Republic doesn't have a license system for medical graduates. When medical graduate is getting degree, it is already equal to the license. Each medical graduate from any medical institution of Kyrgyz Republic has the right to apply for work in Kyrgyz Republic. In any hospital, private or government.
So that is also one of the requirements of NMC. The medical program of International Medical University in Kyrgyzstan is fulfilling various rules and regulations laid down by NMC. And the best thing is that the course duration is 5.5 years. So if we compare it to the medical program in other countries like Russia, like Kazakhstan, like Georgia, so in these countries the medical program is of 6 years. So students are saving 6 months if they are going to study MBBS in Kyrgyzstan at International Medical University. So one more thing I think the Indian students and parents should know is that there is one representative from India which is working as the vice dean of the international students, especially the students who are coming from India. So that is something that is going to help the students, because there is someone who is going to be there for at least 10 months every year, who is helping out the students, speaking their own language. So can you tell us who this person is and how they are helping the students out?
All right, so it is Miss Nilim. Whenever there is any issues showing up with the Indian students, for example, maybe some academical debts. Well, student is still a child, and they're having fun
Right.
outside of the university, inside of the university, and sometimes they might get into issues.
All right.
And in that cases, Miss Nilim takes care of each of the student.
Right.
And by my own experience with her, she is taking care of each student as her own child.
Right. And I think that is a review that I have also received from a lot of students, because recently International Medical University had a program in Delhi itself where more than 100 graduates of International Medical University were felicitated by various representatives, various stakeholders of International Medical University, and all of these students who came to attend that program had already cleared FMGE, and they have already received their license. They have already become doctors who are practicing in India. So in that program also, I met a lot of students who said the same thing, that International Medical University is good. And Neelam ma'am, who is currently in Kyrgyzstan, she has helped students in every way possible. And a lot of students even said that she is like their big sister.
Yes.
So I think this is another big advantage, because students are getting all the support that they might need after reaching Kyrgyzstan.
Sure.